Welcome back Pokefans to Pokémon Legends Arceus Part 5. Last episode, as you might remember, Professor Levington did give us a new idea to actually make the food into a ball and throw it at Kleavor to bring its fury down. This episode we will be actually making our way back to Leon, the warden of Kleavor, and we can actually go ahead and let them know on this idea. All we have to do is go out and just go to Grand Prix Arena and just talk to them over there. And here we have Mai. Alright. So I guess she has something to give us. So that's the reason why she's actually over here. Alright. So she is asking us to actually come with her. And I guess we do have to make our way back to Deer Track Heights. That's where we were before anyway. Alright, she is going to be taking us to the Heights camp. And let's see what's going on. Alright, so here we have Adaman as well as Verder. I spoke to Verder about what's been going on. I told him how you have been trekking all over the Fieldlands, seeking a way to quell Kleavor's anger. I guess I know what's happening here. So I guess this is the part where we are going to be getting Verder to actually ride on. And it is going to be super cool. Alright. So she is going to be demonstrating us how to play the flute. Alright. That is quite good. So I guess all we have to do is play the flute and we will have a deer. So this is going to be quite exciting. We will be able to actually travel much faster than before. And we do receive our celestic flute. So we are going to be playing it right now as well. Let's go ahead and play it ourselves. Awesome! So from now on we will be able to actually ride Verder. This is quite exciting. I have been waiting for this for so long. Also, we did get the mind plate from Verder. So that's kind of cool. I guess we are going to be actually taking all of these different plates. I guess we are going to be finding them and getting them one after the other. Anyway, if you do want to actually use Verder, all you have to do is just click on your plus button and you will be on Verder. And it's also quite good because you will be able to travel much faster than before. But for now, the very first thing I want to do is just go ahead and complete one of the quests that we had regarding this mushroom. On the way, we do have another satchel, so we can actually go ahead and pick it up. Let me quickly mark it so I know where I have to exactly go to. Alright, so as you can see, this is so fast. So you do have your Y button to jump as well as B button to sprint faster when you're on Verder. And it's gonna be super fast from now on. Verder is quite good. It jumps a lot faster. Also, one thing, if you do want to use your Pokemon, you do have to get down from Verder. You can't actually use it when you're sitting on it. So that might be one of the minus points. Other than that, using Verder when you're traveling is going to be really good. Alright, here is going to be the satchel that I had seen in the map. Let me quickly pick it up and we can actually move on. All I do want to do is go back to the Fieldland camp and just talk to that guy. And we can actually move on. Alright, so now that I'm here, let me quickly talk to this guy. As you might remember, he did ask for a springy mushroom and you will be able to find this mushroom near the Grand Tree Arena. And let's see what we get for completing this quest. I also wanted to let you guys know that the Starry quest in Giblaf village is also complete. You don't really have to complete all the tasks in the Pokédex. Once you have majority of them completed, you can just go ahead and talk to the lady, and she will actually give you, she will actually complete that request for you. Anyway, here we do get some cake claws, which is quite useful if you're trying to find some really rare Pokemons and you want to distract them. You can just go ahead and throw them at the Pokemon and they will definitely run at that. That's when you can actually go ahead and catch them. Anyway, I did go ahead and talk to this lady to check on the Kricketot Pokédex, but I guess she needs it completely filled. So we can actually make our way to Grand Tree Arena, but just before that I do want to actually climb up this slope and just go above over there. Now with the help of Verdier, it looks so cool. I mean, if you're gonna be using your videos for thumbnails or anything, you can just go ahead, sit on your Verdier like this, and it's gonna look so cool. Alright, I do want to actually go ahead and try to climb the Heights Camp cliff as well. You might remember there is a very big cliff over there. Now that we do have Verdier, it's gonna be quite easy. Alright, so here you can see that I'm trying to climb it. Briefly, for some moment I did forget that I had the Y button to actually let the Verdier jump. So that's the reason why you're seeing me struggle so much. I'll just go ahead and try this again, and I'll let you guys know once I'm able to actually go to the top. Alright, so it did take me around 2 to 3 minutes, but I was able to find a way through to actually come to the very top of this cliff. Let me quickly get down, and here we have a new crystal. It looks like a diamond crystal, and we do get sky tumblestones from this. Now we do use sky tumblestones to create the sky pokeballs, which are quite effective when you're trying to catch a flying type Pokemon. Also, let me quickly go ahead and pick up this iron chunk. I also learned that we do need iron chunks when we are trying to craft a great ball. Anyway, let me just be very careful. I don't want to actually fall down this cliff. I mean, I do want to try that as well. But this view, I mean, it looks way prettier than the other cliff. I guess this is one of the highest cliff point we have for now that we can actually climb. So that's the reason why it looks so pretty. Now that I've done everything, climb up till this, I'm just gonna try and jump down. I do want to see what's gonna happen if I do so. But before that, let me just claim the satchel and get the merit points. Alright. Okay. And there we go. I did jump, and I guess that's it. Okay. So I did lose a few of these items, and I'm back at I'm actually back at Obsidian Fieldland Camps, since that's the last one I was in. Anyway, now you guys know what will happen if you actually jump up from a very high place. So let me quickly go ahead and make my way back to Grand Tree Arena on Verdier, and I'll see you guys soon. Alright, so I am back around near the river outlet. You might remember where we fought the Alpha Pokemon. It was quite easy coming over here. It just took me around 1 or 2 minutes to make my way through. And this time I will just run around a little bit before we move on. I do want to see if I can find any new items. For example, you do get a springy mushroom right over there. And now let me not fall into the water. I don't want to lose any more of my items that I have. and we can actually cross this place. So this is actually the entrance near Grand Tree Arena. So this time, as you saw, climbing is way easier. I do want to explore over here a little bit before we move the other way. Now I did see the satchel right here and I wanted to actually try and find it. Let's just go to the place where it is and see if we can actually access it at this point. It is quite near and especially it's gonna be a new place that we haven't yet explored. Alright, now we do have a path right here. Okay, so I do see that there are a few of these Pokémon's Luxios mainly, as well as Shinx around here. So we do have a cave entrance right here as well. At first I thought it might be inside the cave entrance, so I did go ahead and enter the cave. But the item is actually above this cave, so we don't really get anything. This cave is gonna be dead end. So I guess we're not actually supposed to explore this cave. But of course I did find Machop here, so that was actually one of the new Pokemons. So let me just try and catch these guys. And I guess we can just go ahead and head out of this cave and try to see where that satchel is actually. Alright, there we go. That was a good shot. Let's see if we can catch it. And we do. Awesome. Alright, so there we go. We do have a Machop now. Let me quickly go ahead and get out of this cave and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, now that I'm out of the cave, I do want to actually go to the side over here to see if we have a path to go up. Alright, I guess not. So we are quite close to it, but not that close. I guess it's gonna be a little bit tough, but we can try and navigate through this rock. So let me try climbing it with the help of Verdier, and yeah, we are almost there. Yes, we were able to actually climb up. Although I doubt that we can actually be here at this point. I think we're not supposed to be here. I mean, we did just see a very strong Pokemon. For now, let me just try throwing a Pokeball at it, and it is level 44. So yes, we are not supposed to be here. So let me do one thing. I will just go ahead and run away from this battle, and I'll just quickly go ahead and get that satchel and we can be out of the way from here. I don't want to actually go through anywhere, especially when we're not meant to be here right away. This I think is quite the adventure that we're having. Let me quickly go ahead and pick up the satchel, and I'll actually make my way back to Grand Tree Arena, and I'll see you guys soon. Now while going back to Grand Prix Arena, I did find some new Pokemons, especially it was a Combi. So I did catch it, but I didn't realize that the one that I had caught was actually a male. I did find out once I checked my pastures and saw it was a male. So I guess in the later episode I will just go ahead and come back here and try to find a female one. But for now I guess I'm actually ready for the trial. Let's go ahead and go down, and we'll actually see how the trial is gonna be going through. Alright, so now just before talking to them, I do want to go and collect the reward for the satchel. And we got 95 merits. That was awesome. Alright. So now I guess you will see the cutscene, I guess the starting screen of the game. I guess this is the first time we are actually seeing it, but I just had to actually step away for some time, so I just went ahead and saved the game at that point. So now again we are back over here. Let's go ahead and talk to Leon before we start the trial. Alright, I'm quite excited for this. Let me go ahead and step out. I guess I have to go down from Verdier in order to talk to him. Here we go. So you say that you Galaxy people came up with a method to try and quell Lord's frenzy? Yes, we did. What? You mash up Kevlar's favorite fruits into a ball and you throw offerings at him? Well, that's quite an unorthodox approach. You Galaxy people, your inventiveness just blows me away. I mean, now you can make offerings to Lord Kevlar from a safe distance. I'll lend you my aid if it means we might provide Kevlar with his offerings. Let's begin at once. Alright, so I am actually quite excited. But before that, we do have Erda right here who's stopping us. Whatever the plan is, you need Kevlar's favorite plum beans. I've bought them as promised. Gah, that's right. My apologies, Erda. I'd forgotten all about you, I admit. As we haven't been able to solve this ourselves, we seem to have little choice but to turn to Galaxy Team. But even I still have my doubts on whether we should entrust such a thing to an outsider. These Galaxy Team people don't share our customs or our values. So prove to me you're worthy to stand in presence of our noble Pokémon. I guess we do get a chance right here to actually battle Erda and her Pokémon. Alright, so she is gonna be having a Glaceon as her partner. Alright, so that's the first time we're gonna be seeing one and let's accept it. Alright, I don't remember who I have in the beginning of my team. I guess it's gonna be my Duot, which is okay. I mean, it doesn't really have a super effective move against me. Now, I do want to actually go ahead and use Sword Dance in the beginning. That way, my Aqua Jet will also be really strong and I will be able to actually try at least to take it down in one hit. I did go ahead and use Strong Style to make sure the Aqua Jet is more powerful. Unfortunately, it isn't quite enough to actually defeat the Glaceon. It did use 2 turns right here, a quick attack as well as a swift, taking down my Duot. Alright, I guess it's gonna be my Drifloon this time, and I'll just go ahead using Confusion. And we do take down Glaceon right here. Awesome. Alright. I just wish that my Ashwat was not actually taken down. I did want it to get some EXP. But thankfully, I think Erda will be actually healing our Pokemon before we go to the battle with Kevlar. Alright, so that was quite good. I'm actually very interested to see how this goes. I guess they're gonna be preparing the food and we are actually explaining to Erda on how we are gonna be using the food to quell its anger down. It's gonna be quite simple. All we have to do is just throw the bomb at it. I think that's what it's mostly gonna be. All I'm still hoping is that we can actually throw our Pokemon out in battle as well. If we can, I really do want to do that as well. Alright, here we have the bombs. So I guess it's gonna be, I'm hoping it's gonna be infinity. I don't want to just lose all the bombs in the middle of the battle and just lose the battle because of that. Alright, so I am ready and so is Leon. O mighty Kevlar, lords of the wood. Though it isn't yet time of ceremony, we have prepared an offering for your favorite things. Benevolent Lord who works his might between the heaven and earth, and beseech you, reveal yourself to our eyes. Listen well, Dashi, keep your focus on Kevlar. Dodging will be vital. Try to avoid his moves as you're throwing the bombs. Oh, and here we go. Here is gonna be Kevlar. This is kind of a really cool cutscene. I guess it's also the same cutscene from the trailer. Alright, so this looks amazing. It's so cool. And here we go. So this is gonna be amazing. So I hope we can actually take it down. I don't know how well it's gonna be, but yeah, here we go. I guess I just got hit by it in the very first turn. So the yellow meter that you're seeing above is how much time you need to actually throw the bomb at it, and you can't just throw it at this distance as you saw. And I'm not able to for some reason dodge. So you do need to be quite close to it to actually hit it. At some points it does actually go ahead and hit itself on the tree, which means it actually gets busy, and at that time you can easily just go ahead and hit it. Over here I was able to hit it twice, but I am quite clumsy at this, so I guess I was just trying to avoid it every single time. Now as you can see, you can actually take quite some hits, I think 2 to 3 turns before you actually go down. The more times you get hit, you will actually have the blackness coming around your screen, and if the screen actually gets red, it means that you're actually in quite the danger, and if it hits at least once after that, you will actually die. Now I'm actually being quite bad at this point. I was not able to actually hit it completely. As you can see, it is quite fast sometimes, and it can easily hit you at this point. And if you know it's gonna be hitting you, all you have to do is just run around and just wait for a minute or two. It will actually slow down, and that actually gives you enough time to dodge it. Alright, I'll just go ahead and speed up my battle so you guys can actually see it. I don't really have much of anything to say. It's just gonna be me getting hit, forgetting to dodge, and just miserably failing and throwing the bombs at it. Now I have been going on quite a good progress at this point. I didn't get hit that much, and I was actually able to hit it a lot of time. But as you can see, my character did take quite a hit, so I am actually almost at the end of my health as well. I'm trying to be very cautious. I don't want to actually fail and restart this whole thing again. If you are really good at dodging, I think it's gonna be quite easy. I mean, maximum it might just take you around 4 minutes to complete it. but for me personally it took me around 10 minutes. So I was actually quite slow, being quite cautious. As you can see, I did find out that just running around the tree had a really good effect. It actually helps you just go around, get a minute, and just then go back on throwing the pouches. Now over here you might see soon that I was actually able to bring it down to 2 of those complete bars. You have 4 of them in total, and the more you get hit, the more slower your character actually becomes. As you can see, my health is quite red and my character is also quite slow at this point. She is running a little bit slower, as well as I can see that Kleavor is also getting a little bit faster. I guess it's mostly because I have brought it down on 2 bars. And I'll just keep this on speed until the health actually comes a little bit more down. Now you did see that Kleavor did hit itself on the tree for a few times. That's actually a good position for you, since if it is actually hitting the tree, it gets itself dizzy. So you can actually go close to it and try completely throwing the bombs all at once. So that was most part of my strategy, just making sure it hit itself on the tree and just going close enough to throw the bombs. Now over here, unfortunately, I actually got hit by it for the last time, and yeah, my character actually came down. But we do get this prompt where it will actually ask you if you want to continue the battle and keep the progress as it is, which means it will keep the gauge at the rate where you actually died. So I did go ahead and select that. As you can see, 2 of the gauges have been completely brought down. So now all I have to do is just go ahead and get down 2 of the gauges again. So let me quickly go ahead and bring down completely, and this time I'm actually hoping to do it much faster, since I do have some strategies on my sleeve. Now I do think this battle was quite interesting. One good thing I really like is in case you die, you do have a chance of restarting the battle where you want it to be. I thought at first that since if I died, I would have to actually bring down all the 4 gauges again. Thankfully that was not the case. As you can see, I am having some issues with dodging it. But I think as long as you keep yourself behind this tree, you will be easily able to actually tackle it. So now whatever moves it is actually using, it's not able to actually use it completely. So all you have to do is just make sure it's not at the same line of sight as you are. Otherwise you do get hit twice or thrice repeatedly. Just make sure you don't go too close to it. If it does hit itself on battle, if it hits itself on the tree, you can actually go ahead and throw out your Pokemon also. The prompt does say that. I did try that as well, but unfortunately for some reason my Pokemons were not actually battling into Kleavor. So I guess we are not actually supposed to do that. That's why I just decided it's easier to just throw the bombs at it when it hits its head on the tree like this. Alright, we're quite close to actually bringing it down. It just has a quarter of health still left. Alright, let me quickly run around this side and try to hit it from here. Okay, so I think 3 to 4 more bags should do it. Alright, I'm being quite careful because if I do get hit again, I think I would actually die. I don't want to do that. Let me run around the other way and try this one again. Alright, 2 more bags left. There we go. Just one small left. And here we are. Alright, there we go. I think we did it. This is gonna be the last one. Whoa. Alright, so that was really beautiful. Finally, its anger is gone down and it's come back to its actual state. And all of my Pokemons did level up at once. Alright. That was amazing. I mean, even though it was tough, I did not expect it. We do get an insect plate as well. Alright. So that's amazing. I guess we can just go ahead and equip this to our Scyther. What happened? Some kind of light erupted from Kevlar's body. Has Lord Kevlar's frenzy mind truly been put to ease now? Does this confirm that the strange lightning was to blame for Kevlar's unnatural powers? Maybe. Well, this is what I think. After all we have seen. We know strange lightning came from out of space-time rift the other night. Those bolts must have struck Kevlar and driven him into his frenzy after all. The lightning came from space-time rift? But if Almighty Sinnoh really does dwell beyond that space-time rift, then the strange lightning, it was indeed Almighty Sinnoh's power. Then we were even right to try to interfere? I happily went along with this plan to create some bombs as if I know what I was doing. Like some kind of thoughtless fool. Outrageous. Calm yourself, Leon. Remember that the Lord of the Woods has long been our protector, keeping the Pearl clan safe from dangerous Pokemon that might harm us. Would power sent by the true Almighty Sinnoh have driven Kevlar to turn on us and attack people and Pokemon indiscriminately? I doubt it. What Dashi accomplished just now, it needed to be done. I'm glad we could settle this without further strife with Diamond Clan or Galaxy Team. If you come across other Pokemons in a grip of painful frenzy, please help them. Yes, fine. I suppose I must concur. I apologize for being briefly incomposed. I am grateful for what you have done for my lord. Please take these on behalf of the Pearl clan. Consider it my apology for having spoken rudely to you earlier and a token of my gratitude. Alright, so we do get 3 citrus berries as a gift from them. Let me care for your Pokemon as well. So she is going to be healing our Pokemon as well. I think I am finally come to believe that you truly fell out of the sky. Though I still cannot imagine the reasons at play. And it seems we have settled things here. Though between you and me, I wouldn't mind seeing Lord Kevlar in such a frenzy again. He was so fearfully strong after all. Alright, so since we have completed our task of defeating Kevlar and bringing down its anger, we do have to actually go ahead and make our way back to the camp. I think this time it's gonna be the Deer Track Heights. Let me quickly go ahead and remove that pen and actually go back to Deer Track Heights or the Heights camp, and I'll see you guys soon. And here we are. Alright, we do have a new request from this guy right here. He's actually asking us the challenge for running or dashing over the hill with our Pokemon. So it's gonna be a balloon race. So let me actually try and do it. I'm not really that good at actually running as well as controlling my Vader. It's mostly due to my controller just drifting in between, but we can actually go ahead and try it once at least, just for the sake of completing this task. Alright, so he is asking us to at least pop 17 balloons, so let me go ahead and try to do that. Now, if you don't have a controller drift issue like me, all you have to do is just click on B and you can just go ahead. As you can see, I am just totally missing all the balloons. This is really bad. I also forgot that I could actually jump using Y, so I guess I missed those balloons as well. And I do feel like if you're just trying to have a goal of 17 balloons like me, you don't really have to click on B to run faster. All you have to do is just run on normal speed and just try to pop out all the balloons as much as you can. Unfortunately, over here I was only able to pop out 15 balloons. I was just short of 2. So let me quickly go ahead and I think try that again. Of course, he did give me a springy mushroom as a reward. That's okay. Let me quickly try and talk to him again. I will just try to actually pop out 17 balloons. Alright, so this time I was able to pop out 17 balloons, even though I was going quite slowly. And he is going to be rewarding us with 8 Pokeballs. Of course, the request is also complete, which meant he got some more items as well. But anyway, this was the main thing. Now that I've completed it, I think we can actually go ahead and move on. Alright, this time I think I can just go ahead and actually make my way to the field camps. I do want to go back and talk to Commander Kamado as well. Plus, we do have some parts of the map that we have yet to actually explore, which will be quite easier now that we have Verdier. So we can actually go ahead and do that as well. I have just decided that it is better to just go around and explore a little bit. We do have a small part of this map that we didn't really explore much. So I will just go ahead and go over there. In the next episode, we can actually go ahead and talk to Commander Kamado, as well as check if we get our 3rd star ranking. So let me quickly run around over here in the left side of the Obsidian Fieldlands. You might know that there is a small part over here that needs to be crossed over here. And we do have a alpha Pokemon right there. So that's the reason why I hadn't actually crossed last time. I think it's gonna be around level 40 and I don't really want to deal with it right now. So let me try and see if I can actually sneak past it. And we do. Awesome. Alright. So I do feel like we are not actually supposed to be here because most of these Pokemons are kind of high level. I did actually see a Luxray in the entrance as well as a Lost of Staravias. Alright, I guess we were not supposed to be here even though we are able to actually come to this place. So I will just end this episode over here. In the next episode, we can actually go back to Jubilife Village. Thank you all for watching my videos. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one.